Okay. So this is how it would go. I would scroll through his profile, look at the headlines, and give my initial comments. If I was a random scroller, what would go in my mind? And then we will go through full or some parts of the video. And then I will give my secondary comments on, okay, now that I know the content fully, this is the headline that better suits the content, right? So yeah, this is the first video. Let's dig in.
The thing you're doing, you're playing. Like, I'm not doing it for
Okay,
the
wait,
money.
yeah. So, how do you keep a good work ethic without getting burned out? Okay, I think it's a little long of a headline, but I think it cuts the chase. And let's now get into the content and see if the content justifies, or rather, if the headline justifies the content.
When you genuinely love the thing you're doing, you're playing. Like, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I like being an entrepreneur the way people like sailing and eating pizza and watching movies and playing golf. So that's one way. This is why I've always loved passion. Number two, here's a big one. I love it the most. I love it the most, comma, if I wake up and it's raining outside and it's just kind of a shitty day, I'm okay with having an off day, off week, off month on the grind, because I'm not going to judge myself in a nanosecond of a 60-year career. And so it's about having a relationship of self-love, that you don't beat yourself up if you've had a bad quarter, let alone a bad day.
Okay, so first of all, this is something I really needed to hear, lately. Okay, coming back to the headline. As I said, it's a little long, and that is one thing. Number two, this is a question archetype, because Gary Vee is talking so much about himself, and it's always good to infuse some kind of a personality in, not just in your content but in your headlines as well. So I would, put it something like, "How I never get burnt out." Right, so now it has some personality. And also, thinking from the audience's point of view, is once you encounter Gary Vee, you're always like, how is this person always, so pumped, so high, right? So this also answers, people's curiosity. So it serves a couple of reasons. First of all, it's shorter, so anyone who is in speed scroll mode can easily go through it, and it just catches their eyes. That is number one. Number two, it has some personality, so it's Gary Vee's headline, not just any random headline. Number three is it answers a question that a lot of Gary Vee's followers, or someone at least who has discovered him recently, would have, which is, how is this guy always so pumped up? And number four, obviously, while doing all of that, it also conveys the headline that I am suggesting, "How I never get burnt out." It also suggests, how this person deals with having a very good work ethic without getting burnt out. So yeah, it still does all of that which a headline should do, which this headline is doing, while conveying personality, solving an objection, and being small enough to, get into the head of someone who is speed scrolling through the platform. So yeah, that's one thing. Let's move on.